Hello YouTubers, right, Martin's collectibles and bag and bucket time. Oh yes, from Eastbourn. Right, went round a load of shops in Eastbourn, charity shops, picked up some amazing stuff. I was actually surprised what I'd find down there, you know, so I'm quite happy. Right, first I bought a Thundercat figure. He's in my collection, so I'm not going to get him out because I'd have to dig through hundreds of action figures. And I got an Apocalypse with a light on chest, but it's a bit broke. You know, so, but he's a nice sort of light looking figure. But anyway, that's them. Right, I found this in a charity shop. Dark Child, hang on, sorry, Dark Child, the Legacy Toy Fair exclusive. Oh god, yeah, I took the figure out of the box actually. So I will go get the figure now and show you it. Hang on, give me 1 second. Just moving across the room. You know what I mean? Right. So got this. So yeah, got this. So here we go. This is the figure. Right. So as you can see, Dark Child Toy Fair exclusive. They're not worth that much actually. I checked on eBay, but it's all there. You put batteries in the base and obviously it makes noises. Checked if there were batteries in it. They're in. But this is a beautiful figure. I say it's about 6 inch. It goes with the rest of the sort of comic figures I've got in this range, like Fathom and stuff like that, do you know what I mean, and Witchblade. But yeah, as you can see, she's, what a figure, she's totally stunning, isn't she, do you know what I mean? So, very happy with that. Picked up Robocop 3 figure, really do like this. It's got the jetpack and all the guns, but, you know, sticking it all on's a bit hard work, so it's a pretty standard Robocop figure, as you can see. Yeah, it's very, it moves, it's quite mobile, do you know what I mean? You know, so that's it. But I did got it in a little bag and all its stuff. It doesn't really do anything, so, but it does look good posing, so I'm going to put some guns and its jetpack on. So that's the figure from Robocop 3. Now, you're not going to believe this, but I found this in a charity shop for about £6, and they didn't have a clue what it was. Stargate, what is it, Zap Nicotel or something, O'Neill called them Zap guns. It's a resin mould obviously, needs a bit of touching up. They just, woman in charity shop thought it was just some kind of wall ornament. She thought, oh, she actually thought it was like African or something, you know what I mean? I didn't say anything, you know. I thought, yeah, how much is that? She said £6. I said, go on, I'll have that. So I'm quite happy with that. One Zap Nicotel from Stargate, do you know what I mean? Very happy with that. It's, and you know, they're not practical, these as a weapon. You know, when they sort of play them and you like that, I mean, you know, you've got your firing button there, so you're like, well, it depends on what hand you hold it with, you know what I mean? But it's nice to sort of pose with it, do you know what I mean? And I love Zap Nicotel, but I'd love the, you know, the one that folds up and down. So got that, really happy with that. Picked up another DS9, our Equalizer Series Season 4. Right, Identity Crisis DC figures. Black Canary, you know, it'd been great if we could have got all 6 figures, but they only had 3 in this charity shop. Hawkman, love it, as you can see. Been thinking about getting him out, you know, and putting him on display, but I'm going to keep him in the boxes for the moment. You know, when I do a major restructuring in the house, you know, I might get some out, but I like keeping. Actually, some of the figures do look better in the boxes than what they're actually doing out. Yeah, so this is from Secret Identity, Identity Crisis. You know, read the story. It was really good actually. I got the hardback graphic novel with that, the case over it where you slide in. You know, got Zatanna, very nice figure. Thinking about putting her with my Ursa, you know, and Zod. I don't know, I just like the design of these figures. I think they're really good. Do you know what I mean? Damn, I wish I'd have had the other 3 in the charity shop, you know. So, as you can see, awesome figure. There's the back. Picked up Back to the Future 3 DeLorean on railway tracks, you know, the time machine. Yeah, it's alright, it makes the noises, but the batteries, well, you know, all that lights up at the front, several noises that come out, do you know what I mean? So, but the batteries are dead in it, so I'm gonna have to, Joe sort of playing with it and sort of like working, but the batteries are gone. Didn't pay much for this, no box though. But I'll put this next to my Batmobile, my other vehicles. There's your, you know, the wing doors. Very nice inside, quite, you know what I mean, flux capacitor, all of it, love it. You know, thinking about buying the flux capacitor DVD Blu-ray box set for Back to the Future, do you know what I mean? So, you know, I'll probably buy that this week. I think it's out now. So that's that, love it. Right, hang on. Big fan of this, picked this up for a few quid in another charity shop. Grandpa Munster, you get a nice little set with it, table, you know, bits with it. I like the detail on his face. I'm actually tempted to take this out, but I do like him in the box, so for now I'm going to keep him in. You know, there is some nice detail to it. Turn around, get a table, all the chemicals and that. Nice little set, and you get part of an electric chair, which you get when you buy out figures you can build. It's like a bath thing, but with an electric chair. So that's cool. Right, like these Blake 7 trading cards. Do you know what I mean? Full set of them. I don't know which series they are. I think the first set. You know, so you know, here we go. You can see big Blake 7 fan. They got. I did have a Federation Trooper costume, but I couldn't wear it. I had the helmet and they're gone. I sold it on because I wore it at a convention, and after 2 hours I would die of sweat. I mean, I was drenched. I don't know how they conquered the universe in that game. And I had the Liberator gun, but it kept falling out of the holster, so I got rid of it all. Got the Liberator and all, you know, some stuff, but you know, so I'm not going to bother with all Blake 7 stuff now. I've got some of it, so that's it for me. But I've cosplayed Blake 7, so at least I've done that, and I'm quite happy. Trading cards. I don't know if I should have bought this because I'm not really into Transformers, but I did. I was in a charity shop in Eastbourn and I felt really sorry for it. It was just on the shelf on its own, and I had to liberate and give it a home. Do you know what I mean? But figures that'll probably get put in storage cupboard and forgotten about. But here we go, Optimus Prime truck. I mean, yes, I mean it's pretty cool. It's quite big, as you can tell. Do you know what I mean? But there is a panel missing at the side, which was quite upsetting. I think there should have been something at the back here, what you lift up and put, you know what I mean? But it transforms. Do you know what I mean? So, right, watch this. Do you know what I mean? I mean, that is fucking cool, isn't it? Well, don't you think? Do you know what I mean? So, you know, but the gun doesn't seem to be working, so there you go. Transforms into a blaster. So, hang on. There you go, back to a truck. There you go. I mean, that is pretty fucking cool, don't you think so? I'm really glad I liberated. I might put this on the shelf actually. I think it does look good. From a distance, at a certain angle you can pose it nicely. But I had to liberate it and give it a home. I thought, you know, poor Transform, it can't be on there on its own. So there you go. That's my bargain buys from charity shops in Eastbourn. I did buy some convention stuff. Do you know what I mean? I got my picture up Game of Thrones from Dressed as Q from Star Trek. You know, and I met a screen idol, Emily Booth. Loved her. Spoke to her for about half an hour and had a cup of tea with her. Superb person. Loved to marry her, but unfortunately I think she's married. So there you go. But yeah, that's what I found in one day of charity shop hunting in Eastbourne. Do recommend it. Oh, of course, yeah, I've got one more item. Hang on. Let's transform this back. Right, there you go. I just love doing that, you know. So I'll put that down there. The shop in Eastbourne sells great canvas prints, right? Picks up Taff and Mill on the couch. Picks up two of these. Green Lantern. Covers the quite big, very comfortable Kyle Rayner Green Lantern. So I'll put that back on the couch. Here's the other one. Do you know what I mean? Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. Like, I love the comic cover. Do you know what I mean? They didn't have any Marvel stuff, so I thought they did have some Superman, but I thought I'd go with Green Lantern because there were two of them. You know, they were like a set, so I got them. But I will buy some more next time down there. I do recommend this shop. It's in the High Street in Eastbourne, up at the top near Replay, the gaming shop. It's a few doors down. brilliant, but the problem is you can walk past and miss it. Got some great prints there, I recommend it. I'm advertising, am I advertising? Product placement, you know. But I paid 25 quid for 2 of these, I thought it was worth every penny. I've been to cons and saying like, no one's charging 25 quid just for one pillar. So that's it really, so I'll put that back over there, bang done. Hang on, I'll show you my Emily Booth autograph. You're gonna like this. Big fan of her, you know, so Emily Booth, used to, when I worked at this TV station years ago, she worked there, so saw briefly, I don't really know her, I started working in the background, but it was great. We talked about it, about a creative place where we both worked, but there you go. Signed an autograph, had a cup of tea with her, amazing woman, truly was. What a fan of science fiction and horror, you know. That's me on the Game of Thrones film, and that were like, I think it was like paper mache or something. They said when you sit in it, be careful, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to conquer the universe in a paper mache chair. But that's Martin's charity shop, Biz by Collectables and Bargain Buckets. Please share it and subscribe on the videos. We'll see you next time. Have a great week. Got more reviews to come. Gonna catch up. I'm about 3 episodes behind, 2 episodes behind on Shield. Just, you know, there's so much to get through. I'm gonna have to, how do you get a life to watch it? Do you know what I mean? So share and subscribe. Love to hear your comments, guys. Like to give a big shout out to the guys at the Notting Hill Comic Shop. You know what I mean? You're awesome. So see you on the next one. Alright guys, bye.